Hey you guys, this is Quentin601, and I am here to do a video, just a recap of Love and Hip Hop, New York, or whatever the case may be. You know what? Just like how I felt about the whole um, Housewives series. Maybe I made a video, maybe I didn't, maybe I just talked to a friend about this, but I kind of feel the same way about the Housewives series. Is that they need to go ahead and cancel that shit, stick a fork in her, because that girl is done. You know what? Love and Hip Hop NYC is so. If there is nothing on TV right now that is really worthwhile watching besides maybe two shows, maybe three at the max that I can think of off the top of my head that I would give my time. Everything else is just fucking brain rot. And Love and Hip Hop is one of them. Okay, I'm just over the whole scheme of things of how even Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was the same thing as New York this season. And how come it's always some washed up ass wannabe motherfucking producer or has been producer that prey on these like naive ass fucking women that's trying to make it in the industry or trying to make it in the business, and it's always in a city like New York or Atlanta or fucking next is gonna be Love and Hip Hop Houston, then next is gonna be Love and Hip Hop Compton, then next is gonna be Love and Hip Hop Chicago, because it's always somewhere where it's at a place where hip hop has an anchor at, and they have washed up ass producers that haven't done shit in 10 or 15 years. You got these dumbass women sitting there and letting these men just fuck their head up in every which way and all the above, and at the end of the day still don't come out with a fucking hit like Jocelyn and fucking Erica Mena. I am tired of this whole fucking scheme and plot of things, this whole damn narrative. You know, now they got Peter Guns here that hasn't had a hit on the radio since um I can think back in the early '90s, and I forget the name of the song. I just remember the fucking the beat to it a little bit, but it was him and another guy. It was a duo. They were in a group. That's the last. They were a fucking one hit wonder, and they got Peter Guns on here acting like that he has helped produce and manage people like for years that have just taken off and become fucking big ass stars, and he's sitting up here lying to this woman that's supposed to be his fiance or wife or whatever the case may be. You got the baby mama on one side, then the wife on the other. I'm like, this is so contrived and so stupid, because really, if Peter Gunn was like even remotely handling his shit, then he would have that situation put together. So to me, that just says a lot about him. Okay, you can't even handle your personal life, so how the fuck you gonna handle somebody on a professional level and get them together? You know what? And take them off. It's like you can even take yourself off. So whatever. Like this shit is just stupid. It's the same thing with Stevie J. He had a couple of fucking hits that he helped produce with Mariah Carey and Jay Z and maybe Diddy back in the damn day. But other than that, it hasn't been shit. And I'm just over these stupid ass storylines. These It's always a baby mama trying to fight the wannabe, the new bitch, and the new bitch think that she is the top bitch, but last week she was the side bitch, and now she thinking that she got some fucking rank in the fucking kingdom somewhere. I'm like, this shit is just too fucking written out. There's no way in the hell this can be fucking reality. And if you want to say it is on any sense reality, it's fucking distorted, and shit is just bits and pieces and this shit just thrown together, and it doesn't make any goddamn sense, because I can't, for any reason, on any situation that's going on here, I can't see how these people are so motherfucking naive. You have like every season it's always a new and upcoming hungry artist that somebody has found in the gutter, and they hungry. They came out the strip club. They came up out the trap house, and they ready to do this and everything else. But you never hear you hear all this shit that they supposed to be writing and sampling and producing, sitting in front of the fucking switchboards and shit like this in the shows, but you hardly ever, you don't hear shit from them after the fucking season is over. The only one who has took advantage of this opportunity, of an opportunity like this, and has actually done something is K Michelle. And I'm not really here for her all the time with her craziness, but I understand her craziness because she's from Memphis. I'm from Mississippi. We country as fuck, and that's just it. We country and crazy as fuck, so I get K Michelle, but I'm not always here for her shit all the time. Excuse me. But I'm just over this whole series. Uh, Rich Dollar is lame as fuck. He was lame as fuck last season, and ain't shit changed this season. Erica Mena still playing these dumbass fucking games, claiming that she one of those people like Kelly Price that claim you got so much shit going on to stop to add anything on your plate, but you always dough popping off at the fucking mouth, acting like you got another fucking corner of the plate that you can add something on all the time. You act like you can do shit trying to network with people, but then when it's time to get down to business, you always got an excuse of why you can't do it, or it's always a reason that you got this going on over here. I got modeling, I got vocals, I got plays, I got this. You got all this shit. I'm mixing all these reality TV shows up and together. R&B divas, all of them, because it's the same bullshit, and I'm kind of over it. You know, give us something of quality of these people. You know, we've already seen all this fucking foolishness. Actually, show us at the end of the season. Give us some detail of what these bitches are doing. So, okay, when the next season come along, we can actually see some progress in their life besides the same old bullshit, the same old shit. Erica Mena up here, she acting like she ain't hurt by these men or these men or these women, whatever the case may be. But she, like I said, she's still playing the childish game and ain't nowhere further in her quote unquote career than she was last season. The only one this season that I'm somewhat living for and can tolerate is Yandy, because Yandy has never changed besides her situation with Mendici, and he's locked up or whatever the case may be. But she's still focused on, bitch, I'm gonna get my money at the end of the day, and that's all I care about. All this other shit, yeah, this is supposed to be reality TV, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna stick to my original hustle, my original grind, and that just let me know these other people on here don't have no original hustle or no original grind, because they making every bit of this prime time. This is 15 minutes of fame that they have. They stretching and flattening all this shit out and squeezing blood from a fucking turnip to get everything that they can get up out of it. Which I don't knock them for that, but still at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm kind of like this with Rich Dollar. If he had all this pull in the industry and was doing all this shit with such and such artists, why he hasn't tapped into the mixtape scene? I'm sure that he can find a couple of artists and throw a fucking mixtape out to get his name back out there. But now his reputation is he done fuck somebody that's supposed to be, he's supposed to be producing. Now his name is pretty much washed up and down the fucking gutter and in the sewer in New York City, along with the sewer rats. So he's sitting here looking like he been sucking on fucking sour heads all day, looking stupid every fucking scene you see him on. And Peter Guns, like I don't understand his fiance or his wife. I don't understand. Like she just sits there and she like, but it just seems to me that da 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 da. Bitch, you know what the fucking tea is already. If he keeps telling you, I'm gonna tell my baby mama tomorrow. I'm gonna tell her tomorrow. I'm gonna tell her tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't gonna ever fucking come. You knew the type of fucking dude he was before all of this shit. Is okay. His situation may be different over here because he got two kids, but I guarantee he probably pulled some of the same stunts and tricks and shows that he pulled with this lady that he's pulling with you. The same shit that he pulled with you, I'm sure he done pulled it with her. That's why they fucking broke up. And she's a single mother. And he's off with your ass, barely seeing the damn kids, whatever the case may be. That's why I don't. These shows, these reality TV shows, make these women look so stupid. The only thing that they can think about is being in the nicest car, having diamonds every motherfucking wear, and can I either somehow can you put me on to have to get me a hot lip record so my name can get out there, or can I have a lip gloss line? I'm just tired of these women with these limited ass ambitions and these limited ass dreams and these limited ass men. Not limitless, limited. Okay, because everything it's this shit is just so limited. I haven't seen anybody even remotely show us their potential, as in like, okay, what the fuck, what's the next thing that I got on my agenda that I'm trying to accomplish, what I'm trying to do to better myself, to oppose like I said a couple of minutes ago, milking this situation with love and hip hop to the fucking just wringing this shit out, getting last every drop of motherfucking water out of it. Tahiri is dumb as hell on here. I'm just not living for her and Joe either. They may want to put on this front on the TV, act like they are the couple, and like, yeah, they still have trust problems. They're going to counseling and this, that, and the fourth. But at the end of the day, Joe is not no dumbass. And Tahiri, I like to say that you aren't, but shit, you are for fooling with this fool. Cause Joe is very articulate in the and how he speak, and he thinks before he speak, and he just not just go. He'll tell you what you need to hear, and at times he'll tell you what you don't want to hear. But still, at the same time, he is just full of games and stunts and shows. And it's like, okay, if you can't see this coming from 100 miles away, 250 miles per hour, wide the fuck open on the train tracks, steam coming out the top of it, and you hear the fucking horn blowing, and you can't see that shit coming your way, then you need to get hit, Tahiri. That's the only thing I gotta say for you. But Mona Scott, whoever is the executive producer of this show, whoever it is, chop this shit after this season. No more Love and Hip Hop's, period. I don't care if it's Atlanta. I don't care if it's New York City. I don't care if it's DC, Baltimore, Maryland. I don't give a damn if it's Chicago, Philly. I don't care if it was Houston, Oklahoma City, Salt Lake City, Utah. I don't give a fuck where it's from. No more Love and Hip Hops. No more. Call it done, because it's stupid at this point. Anyway, I just went on my 12-minute rant over this shit because I'm just over it. Now I'm gonna catch up on Scandal. And another thing, American Horror Story Covenant Season 3. That show is giving me everything I want this season. That show is giving me everything. If Angela Bassett do not get some type of motherfucking award for this acting, for this fucking voodoo priestess ass bitch acting, if she don't get some type of motherfucking award, or at least this bitch don't have at least another two-year contract, not including this season with American Horror Story, this bitch need an award and a motherfucking contract extension or something, because she is playing the fuck out this goddamn role. She is playing the hell out this role. Anyway, this is Quentin